The member from Pakistan, please.
शुक्रिया। मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि मुझे शर्फ हासिल हो रहा है अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा में अपने मुल्क पाकिस्तान की नुमाइंदगी करने का। Just in order to add a very few and quick suggestions here. Excellencies, Pakistan has suffered more, not only because of the pandemic, but because of the environmental disasters we face. And most of them are not due to our knowing. In the absence of a predictable global system for restructuring debt, most countries facing debt distresses are opting to continue servicing their debts at the cost of diverting resources. And we are witnessing in our country as well. As you just asked that whether we are aware of the conditions from the IMF or other lending institutions, a few of them are made very public, are part of the debate. But again, the lending is very much necessary because it is a terrorism-hit country. It is an environmental disaster-hit country. We are an overpopulous country, and most of the issues are not our doing, as I stated earlier. Given the increasing role of public debt in many countries, economies, parliaments play an essential role. We try to, at least, in scrutinizing government debt to safeguard fiscal health and protect future generations from excessive debt burdens. This can encompass passing legislation that requires clear limits on government borrowing. We have a legislation, but again, if there is debt distress, if there is a debt to GDP issue like in Pakistan, we have to compromise a bit. Last point, globally we require a reform for international debt architecture. This encompasses a debt sustainability analysis, which puts development at the center. And if I may suggest, suspending IMF surcharges, setting a multilaterally agreed ceiling for debt servicing, scaling up debt swaps for SDGs, and establishing a new multilateral debt workout mechanism under UN auspices. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.